It's just gone 7 o'clock, and up next is Today's World, presented by Monkey Barrel Comedy. Welcome to Today's World. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. As long as that thing is, stay in the house and do nothing. Spring is officially here, but there are still winter dangers. A message from the government.
Once upon a time, there was a pond covered with ice. The children who played on it were perfectly safe so long as they followed 3 simple rules. 1. Take an adult with you. 2. Wait till he's tested the ice. 3. Keep away from the centre where the ice is thinnest. As for the children who didn't follow these 3 rules, some of them were never heard of again. So the good children who were left made very certain that there was always a grown-up with them, that he tested the ice first, that they kept near the shore, and as a result, they lived happily ever after.
Some of them were never heard of again. Kids, when will they learn? Don't know how to wash your hands? Thought not. Sam Lake shows you how.
Oh, there is nothing like a good read. That is entertainment. Hi, I'm comedian Sam Lake, and welcome to my lockdown bunker. I'm just here enjoying my Globe and my 2 copies of Bridesmaids Extended Edition on DVD. Now, I'm here today to tell you that I am an expert on washing my hands. I don't mean to brag, guys, but I've been doing it for nearly 4 years now, so I know what I'm talking about. And I know people have lots of questions when it comes to this topic right now. Questions like, how often do I have to wash my hands? Do I have to wash both of them? And what are hands, and where can I find mine? Don't worry, I'm going to answer all of those questions and more in this easy-to-follow tutorial, because I know it can be hard to follow government guidance, especially with all of these fancy-pants doctors and scientists using big complicated words like soap. Washing your hands has never been more important. Now, let me ask you this. When you come in from your government-allowed being outside time, what's the first thing that you do? If you answered, stick your entire fist in your mouth, I hate to break it to you, but you're wrong. The correct answer is actually wash your hands. It's super important right now, guys. So that's why I've prepared this easy-to-follow 19-step tutorial on how to wash your hands properly so that your hands are ready for absolutely anything. So come join me at my sink, where I'll be wearing a slightly different top as I guide you through washing your hands. Join me, won't you? I mean, we'll probably do. Here I am at my sink. Isn't she gorgeous? Now, if you don't have a sink in your home, don't worry. Any wet hole in the ground will suffice. Now, how do I know that this is a sink? Well, there are some key identifiers that we're looking for. As you can see, this sink has the trademark hole in the middle, that's so the water can get out. And then if you look at the left and the right, you'll also notice these 2 tactical aquatic providers, also known as taps, at either side of the sink. One is for hot and one is for cold. I've swapped to the GoPro so that you can get a really good view of what I'm doing here. So, of course, the first step is to stick on your tap and start generating a lather. Something that people always forget, interlock the fingers. Very important, lots of disgusting bacteria hiding in between your fingers. The soap, back up, generate a really good foam this time. Massage the wrists, okay? Those could be quite filthy. What do people forget about that? Also, in some extreme cases, you're going to want to go all the way up to the shoulder. Perhaps you work on a farm. What we call digital plucking. This is a medical procedure. I say medical, it's actually from the veterinarian world, but, it's still good for humans. Let's not put ourselves above anybody. Just gently massage each finger like so, and hopefully what you'll see is you generate a little bit I don't know what you'd call that, off-put or something there. A lot of people ask me how long am I supposed to wash my hands for, and there's been a number of tips on this. The biggest being to sing a song to yourself that lasts for 20 seconds. What I like to recite whilst I'm washing my hands to make sure I'm doing it long enough is the dramatic monologue from Celebrity Big Brother, where Angie reveals to Tiffany New York Pollard that her husband David Bowie is dead, but Tiffany Pollard believes that she's actually talking about David Guest. Tiff, you gotta do me a favour. Anything. You can't tell anybody. Of course, nothing. David's dead. No, he's not. Oh!
Oh, well, I think we can all agree we've definitely learned something today. But more importantly, had a laugh along the way. Please join me for my next tutorial. It's a 3-part series where I teach you how to wipe your own arse, starting with the left cheek. Until then, take care everyone. Bye-bye. We're done. We're all completely fucked.
Thanks for keeping us healthy, Sam. You know what's not healthy? Our bank account. We need your cash. Help Monkey Barrel Comedy and our contributors by donating using the link in the description of this video. 60% of all proceeds go to our content creators. And now, time for some Hanky Panky.
People in this factory work to knock out Germany. This is Jeremiah Joss with a letter for the boss. Here you see old Sergeant Laws, veteran of many wars. Here types Mabel Buttercup. Ernest Bevin called her up. Mr. Harold Lancelot Snoop runs the Workers' Savings Group. Mrs. Arabella Wright keeps the office clean and bright. Peggy works and looks sublime, never minding overtime. Bless you, whispers the big chief, 'cause she used her handkerchief. Let us see again next week, with production at its peak. No one here, it can't be true. Work accumulating, too. The boss alone is standing by. The staff has gone. I wonder why. Because they all have caught a cold. When they return, they must be told, coughs and sneezes spread diseases. Trap the germs in your handkerchief.
Up next, Olga Koch takes us through her essential COVID survival kit.
Hi, I'm Comedy's Olga Koch, and today, in these trying times, I thought I'd walk you through my first aid kit. Thank you. Well, let's start with Savlon and some bandages, because you're going to have a lot of kids running around, and all these kids are going to scrape their knees, and you're going to help them out. Also, we have paracetamol, because those fucking kids will give you a migraine. Wonderful. Then we have some thrush medication. Girls, stock up. There are thrush girls and there are UTI girls, and I know where I stand. We have lots and lots of anal suppositories. We have both Germaloids and Boots brand, because variety is the spice of life. We've got a can of vitamin D, because when the hubby's away, you gotta get your D! And also we've got Strepsils, when your throat is too sore from sucking all that D. I have half an onion here because I saw a mom on Facebook say that it treats coronavirus, and I had some left over after making some salad. Also on Facebook, I read that gargling apple cider vinegar can treat your coronavirus. I personally prefer to gargle white wine because it also doesn't do anything against coronavirus, but at least it gets you drunk! And finally, when all else fails, let's turn to our Father, the Lord Jesus. Here are the 10 Commandments engraved in sandalwood. Thank you so much for joining me, and remember, under no circumstances should you vaccinate your children. Thank you!
Finally tonight, Pope Longerin shows us how to avoid familial discord while self-isolating with your family.
Welcome to a broadcast from the end of the world. Well, I don't give a shit about Mother's Day. I'll tell you that for starters. I don't give a shit. And you want me to go out and like risk getting coronavirus just to get you a Mother's Day card? Yes. Like, how selfish can you get?
Yeah, I do.
There's a cruelty to that I do not like. So this is a public information film about how to avoid familial discord while self-isolating with your family. Number 1, say encouraging words to help boost each other's self-esteem. Bloody gagging for a pair of tits. And, oh shit, recording, still recording. You're a rotten little mouse. And Mum's never loved you. You're nothing! You're bloody nothing to us! You're fucking nothing! You smell, mate. You smelly little mouse. And my God, I hate you. My God, I fucking hate you. Fucking. Number 2, initiate conversations about your interests. Yeah, I was about 6 years old when I tried to shove a seed up my dick. If we're gonna bloody die, this is an option, Mum. It's a good bloody option, cannibalism. That's what we need. Okay, people are gonna die. We're gonna fucking eat people. I'm gonna eat that. Fucking eat people. I'm gonna eat that. Number 3, make a list of the things you value about each other. Yeah, I've never really been a fan of Filipinos, if I'm totally honest with myself. I think we should all write a list of what we value about each other.
Why?
Make a list? Yeah, make a list of what we value about each other.
What, like?
Just to
shut up, just listen to him.
Bonding exercise.
Well, why don't we don't need to make a list.
Yes,
we
we
know
do.
that what we think of each other.
Alright, okay, why aren't you getting on board with this? Why have you always got to turn it into a fucking little argument?
Well, like, you should actually say...
I can never do anything like that! Why do you have to fucking say this?
Just shush a minute, Liam. You should actually say that you like my dinners. That would be nice. See, you appreciate what? Oh, it's all about you.
No, I'm doing the thing about... I'm doing the thing because this is how to stop us having familial discord during isolation. This is
I'll tell you what stops having familiar discord in this house, alright?
Oh, I'll tell you. Let him start it in there.
Here's £20. Fuck off out.
That's unpleasant. Deeply unpleasant, actually. At the Daily Bobbler. Oh, you balls it, you fucking... Fuck you! Never gonna exist!
That's all from today's world today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget, cash is king, and we're just paupers. Donate to keep this show on the air and keep a landlord's roof over our heads. Today's World is broadcast every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m, with bonus content released on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Fancy becoming one of our contributors? Send your public service announcement submissions to actbooking@monkeybarrelcomedy.com, and if we can, we'll see if we can add them to the show. See you next time!